We're a fintech, insurance and telecommunications company with quite a few strategic partners that we affiliate with, that we engage with, that I think we can bring a solution or a value add to you as a school in solutions with regards to health, safety and security. So we don't have as much time as Lorraine. I think we have to cram 3 hours presentation into 30 minutes. I think that's what we've got available. Our next slide. To keep it relevant, okay, I think our MEC, after the latest incidents, wants, if he could have a budget for it, have security at all the schools, checking whatever to safeguard the schools. I think with the recent incidents, I don't know if you guys have monitored the news or see what's happened recently in the schools, the sexual assault, which is devastating, I think, to our schools and to everybody. I just don't know what they're going to confiscate to make it safer or to prevent sexual assaults going forward. Lorraine, I think what an awesome job you guys do at Pink Drive. Well done on that. I think if we could, as a school or as a education department or as your own personal school that you take care of or that you're involved with, we all would have or would like a perfect scenario with everything, with a Pink Drive lady there, with a nurse on hand, with all the bits and bobs, just to make it 100% safe for our children, to have the perfect scenario for our children. If not possible, from our side, what's relevant today and what we can offer you guys and what we do with regards to technology, and I think with everything what's going on these days, it would be ludicrous not to involve the technology and use the facilities or use the tech and the apps and everything that's available to enhance your school's overall environment. So with what we do, we would like to introduce to you guys the panic button, a tracking device, EVAC 24, that I will ask Francois to assist with. And then we've also invited Lindy Stradom to talk to us about her products that we've got available. We've got a approved AFPOP fund, approved group scheme fund that's got benefits, if you go to the next slide, that we're introducing in partnership with MTN and AFPOP. That's a product that we're launching now very soon. That's our Rico Flexi Funeral product that comes with a phone, 25,000 Rand cover and 25,000 Rand, 25 Rand airtime as well. Yeah, so I think what you as the representative or as the, if I can call you guys the headmaster or the principal or the influencer in your school, know the situation in your school. Don't be afraid to involve specialists to come and assist, to come and consult with you guys. And don't try and get everything. Start with a little bit, just to assist and to help you guys with the health and security and safety. So, yeah, and I think what I would do, from my point of view, I would also involve the parents, just to get their insight into the situation as well, just to make it more safer with regards to that. I think without further ado, Francois, can I hand over to you?
It is an honor for me standing here talking to you, especially from what we do. I'm very passionate about you guys, because I've been a teacher for 14 years. I taught from grade 4 to matric all the way, and been in rural schools. My wife, she's also a very keen special needs teacher, and we actually, we originally from Western Cape, So I know what you guys are going through every single day, and I've got a lot of respect for what you do, especially in today's day and age. If anybody asks me, listen, will you go back to teaching environment? I'm not going to answer. I think I've said enough. But yeah, I think from our side, and also being a hostel father for 300 boys from, as I said, grade 9 till matric, I've seen a lot of things. Know a lot of things. Being in schools, going on school excursions, there's a lot of things that might happen. But where I'm at currently, I'm at a company called Evac24 Loyalty Life. By accident, I came, our paths crossed a long time ago, and I'm fortunate to be part of this company and doing what we do on a daily basis for a massive, big client base. Just to put it out there, just calling numbers, I think our client base is currently sitting at about 300,000 lives that we cover every single day. And we are launching new products in the next couple of months that will take us over the 400 to 500,000 lives that we cover. Who are we? What we do? We are a short-term brokerage that's seen a gap in the market, and we've created products. If you can go to the next slide, please. So my question in this day and age is, what do you do in case of an emergency? So if somebody is in a horrific accident at your school, who do you call? An ambulance. What's the ambulance number? And where do you get then? It takes long. If somebody tells me, luckily you didn't say 10-111, okay, point proven there. And then we've got Google, and we've got all these things that will tell you numbers. Okay, so we've got hundreds of apps. There's so many things out there that will give you access. Access to what? And my question today, hopefully I'm going to answer it for you at the end. My question today is, if you've got an app, or you've got a WhatsApp, or whatever, what is your back-end service that comes with it? What is your support that comes with it? And that's the question I'm going to leave with you in just while I'm introducing what we do. Okay, so we've created a policy, insurance policy for accidents. We only cover accidents because currently in South Africa, stats show that 80 to 85% of people that get to a hospital is an accident-related incident. Only 15% are those that's medical, that needs to come in for a procedure or whatever, but most of them that comes into an ER or into the hospital is accident-related, due to an accident. Look at the roads, look at all the taxis today, the way that they drive, and what's happening at schools these days, the way that kids play and all of those sort of things. There is a lot of accidents that happen. Okay, so first of all, so as I said, who do you call? We've created a USSD code. USSD code, very short string. Most of people do know it because we load airtime and all those sort of things. You buy electricity and so forth with a USSD code. That is unique. If you put it on your phone and you dial it, you can use any type of phone, not a smartphone, any type of phone. Okay. The Nokia that Morne showed, without a touch screen and all those other apps, that you can then phone. If you click on it again, it goes USSD code running. A panic has been sent. The operator will call you back shortly. And then in our world, the following will happen. In our world, in our call center, which we've got paramedics, doctors, and nurses on call to give you medical advice and also to know exactly where you are, then we also have all the ambulance services. We've got about 200 service providers of ambulance services, of which ER 24 and Netcare 901 are only 2 of 200 service providers. We cover almost the entire South Africa, and then also the SADC regions. And this is all for accidents. If you can just click on that screen again, please. There we go. So included in our package that we built, this is our core package, the evacuation, emergency transportation to hospitals, to you, and then to a hospital. The closest ambulance will be sent to you because we've got also tech in the ambulances so that we can dispatch them. We've got a guaranteed acceptance into private hospitals without a medical aid. You don't need to have a medical aid with our policy to get into a private hospital if you were involved in an accident. Okay. From our call center, we do everything. We contact the hospitals, we do the guarantees, we pay the service providers, and you get into hospital. And you can get all your medical care up to the cover levels that we've got. Then also you've got 1,000 Rand per day hospital cash up to 90 days. For every day that you're in hospital, you've got 100,000 Rand accidental death benefit, and then you've got 100,000 accidental disability benefit. Due to an accident, we then pay you out. This is just a core. What you see there, we can do for an entire school for all the children on a specific cover level. If the entire school comes on board, we can't do only one, but we can provide this to schools so you can give it to your parents so that they can take out a family cover, and then there's kickbacks to school as some sort of a fundraiser, and it will be recurring, not once off. So if you've got 1,000 families on book and you get 2 Rand, the school, I'm just using 2 Rand, you get 2,000 Rand every single month coming into the school. Okay. But you're providing a product to your families that's in your school that is unique. Okay. And it's not just a quick, easy product that doesn't have any effect. That is our comprehensive package. It's got a lot more. It's got, after the disability, we re-educate people back into a new job, like you guys. If you can't be a teacher anymore due to an accident, what else do you want to do? How are you going to earn money? We then go and school you into something new. There's trauma counseling, there's repatriation of mortal remains, etc., etc. So that also we have in an individual and in a family cover basis, and can be provided on a single individual or family cover, and at a 111, or if the school wants to have a lot of people on there, then they can also do that. But this can be provided. Then we've got additional products. A lot of other schools do have small little buses, and they go out and they drive somewhere, or a bakkie or whatever. We've got roadside assistance. We've got, for you guys, Bell Protect. So if the police pull you over and want to take you to the jail, you press the button, you phone them and say, listen, send me a lawyer. ID Protect, traffic fine assistance. We've got a lot of different products that we also offer through one portal. Okay. What I would like to also show you is another entity that we've got, which is EVAC24 Secure. So we're walking into the security industry now. Most of the guys at your house or whatever, people pay for ADT. ADT will only protect you when you're at home. We've got mobile ADT, not only the company ADT, we've got mobile security in your pocket. Okay, which links you to the biggest network of security services anywhere in South Africa. Again, we've got an app. You can download the app. If you don't have an app, we've got additional products. This, what you see here, is a full functional cell phone. Okay, with a tracking platform, with a panic button linked to the call center. You can actually phone and speak over this. So just to demonstrate, this is just another one. It's just into a different mold. You can have it around your arm. In schools, I know that teachers get a lot of abuse. Children, or whatever, or if parents come in and do all these other things, what you can do, you can either phone the local Guys, just keep in a button. It goes through. What happens now? It goes through on my phone. It rings. I can answer and I can speak via this thing. I can speak over this. Fully functional cell phone. Also, what we do have is that this is also a panic facility, that if you press this button, it goes through to our call center. Our call center will call you on this thing, and they'll speak to you and ask you what is your emergency. That's technology that you don't even need. I'm just thinking about the girl being raped now here in Gauteng. If you've got a device around your arm, around your neck, you can press a button and people will be dispatched. The closest security guard will be dispatched to you. For a small premium in a month, you can have that facility. If you walk or whatever somewhere and you feel unsafe, you press the button and people will have a look and check and see that you are safe. So that is what we do currently in South Africa and that we provide. So we don't only use Chubb. Chubb is one of our big security companies. As I say, we've got 150 responders or companies around South Africa. Evac Secure stringent requirements for their partners are all responders are contracted, and they're also CIRA approved, and they are armed. It's not a guy with a button coming there and saying, listen, go away, or whatever. It's an armed security guard that will come to your location that you've got. That's just a little bit of a heat map. So what we do have, for instance, on this side, we've got your app that you can press the button, but on the responder app, they will know exactly where you're at, and they will be routed to where you are, anywhere in South Africa. As I again say, if you don't have a smartphone, there's alternatives to it, and in schools as well. I mean, if you've got something like this with the parents, with the teachers that's going on a road trip, or taking out children on an excursion, you can press a button and people know exactly where you're at. You don't need to tell people, listen, I'm in this church, on this corner, in Sandton, somewhere, whatever. They know exactly where you're at. That is, from my side, a quick overview of our Evac Secure, and then also our Evac Accidental Death, Disability and Hospitalization. Thank you very much. I'm very privileged to just quickly hand over and introduce Lindy. She's going to tell you something, and the reason why I also invited her to come and ask her to come and speak to you guys, because I'm coming from the teaching environment, and I've got kids that's in a school, and she's going to blow your mind in what she's doing currently in South Africa and what your schools and how your schools can benefit from her products that she's got at a very good rate and all those sort of things, but it's an amazing product.
All right, so I'm Lindy Stradom. I own a company which is called NanoProtect. I am in nanotechnology. Now, so most of us don't even know what nanotechnology is. We own a company which is called NanoProtect. We import products, nanotechnology products from the 4 major companies in the world that develops nanotechnology. Now, what is nanotechnology? All right. First of all, again, just thank you for everybody that arranged this day and for inviting me as a guest speaker here. I hope I will be able to wow you. All right, so a company overview is just that we've got the sole rights for these products in Africa. It's not purely just South Africa. We offer a highly resistant and durable nanoprotective coating. The products that we use is basically a surface protection which you can apply on everything. I'll show you a video now which exactly shows you what it does. But the beauty of it is antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. How many of you have spent so much, I don't know, how much money have you spent this winter on flu and cough medicine and fever medicine? All right, we know that there's huge challenges in schools where the children cross-contaminate each other because you sneeze and then it ends up on the child or the teacher and you get ill. All right, so we have partnered with very international companies. We are an international company. Also, we have partners all over the world. So it's not a Mickey Mouse company where the products has been manufactured in a garage somewhere. So what is nanotech? That is nanorobots. So a nanometer is the measure point of atoms and molecule structures. So we make a surface protection where we would apply it onto walls, onto floors, onto bathrooms, onto windows, onto glass, onto hospital mattresses, onto the ICUs, the emergency rooms. So if you talk about a nanorobot, I was in Canada 2 years ago to see with a veterinarian nanomedicine presentation. It was a workshops that we attended to, and there was a patient, there was actually a professor came onto, and he was a speaker, and he looked like a typical professor with curly hair, and 4 young guys and 2 ladies were standing there. And then he talked about nanorobots. Now, a nanometer, as I said, is the smallest measure point of atoms and molecule structures. A nanometer, there's between 70,000 and 100,000 nanometers on our average human hair width. So this, if you look at this, it looks like a mosquito, correct? That mosquito is sitting on somebody's thumb. Can you see the fingerprint at the back? That is a nano drone. That is a nano drone which the US Army uses to do spy work in Afghanistan or wherever. Next to it, you'll see that is a nano, if you look at this picture, that is a nano submarine, if I can put it that way. What we do is we take medicine, especially, say, for instance, you've got cancer patients. Can you hear me? You've got cancer patients, and you can't operate. It's very dangerous to operate, say, for instance, in the cortex or in the brain. Then they would intravenously, they would build small little nanorobots. Can you see the robot there? That nanorobot's got medicine attached to it. It will go intravenously into the blood. It will latch onto the cancerous or some other illness. Say, for instance, it's TB. It will latch onto that. It will actually, first of all, the submarine is about this. In that submarine, there's about 8 nanorobots in. All right, and we will give it intravenously to a patient, and the guy will stand with like a little, you know, these PlayStation controls that the children have, and he will guide that nano submarine to where the cancerous areas is. All right, and then the robot, the submarine will open up, and the robots will get out, and then it will go and deliver the medicine directly to the cancer patients. So what is the use for Bacoban in public health situations and in public schools, any public office? You get cross-contamination. So Bacoban is currently the only product in the world that will destroy actively any bacteria, viruses, any Ebola, for up to 10 days. We also have a hand spray product. If you know, everybody, if you go into hospitals, there's a dispenser, and you spray your hands with alcohol, and as long as you don't touch the patient or his book or his Bible or his bedside table, your hands is pathogen-free. But the minute that you touch the patient, there's pathogens on your hand, and that gets cross-contaminated from one person to another person. And that's exactly what's happening in the schools. So our products, we apply the product onto your highly distressed areas where you really battle with bacteria, you know, your gyms, your bathrooms, the kitchens. Once the product is layered on a surface, there's nothing that can destroy it. It will last anything from a year up to 25 years, just depending on what kind of product you apply. So yeah, we assisted there's a school in Pretoria, one of the primary schools. They had an outbreak. Can't say it's a real outbreak, but they had a few patients, and they had to close down the school for a few days. So we went in with the swine flu, and we treated some of the distressed areas, you know, the areas with the high risks, to prevent further outbreak of swine flu. Okay, so then we also work in various kind of industries. It's not just the healthcare. We work in aviation, automotive, marine, electronics, facility management, healthcare. For instance, hostels. I don't know how many schools do have hostels in Gauteng, in your rural areas. Your smaller towns, you do have hostels. We, for instance, treat hospital mattresses, hostel mattresses, hotel mattresses, to prevent it from getting soiled. All right, then the baco ban, again, this is the product that's been internationally approved by health associations. A brilliant product, especially, you know, if you have challenges where you have outbreaks of some illnesses. I know we send the children home, but it's not always the solution, because the children just take some other bacteria from another house to the new house or to his own house. Okay, then we've got a biosativa. So biosativa is a cleaning chemical which we foreseen will replace most cleaning chemicals in South Africa, while it's currently doing extremely well in Europe and then in the USA. It's 100% biodegradable. I can drink it and nothing will happen to me. It's a cleaning chemical that will clean everything, from oil spills to whether you, say for instance, you ate curry and you drop some curry food on your white shirt, you can clean it. It cleans red wine stains and everything. All right. So it's a very affordable, extremely affordable cleaning chemical. Okay. Then again, our products can be applied literally on any kind of surface. Okay, I'm not going to go through the different applications. I just want to go to the benefits. Sorry. The product is water repellent. It's breathable coating. It's scratch resistant. We've got a cell phone, a mobile phone treatment. If you treat your screen, you can take a sharp knife or a .2 Rockwell diamond, and if you put 56 Newton pressure, which equals 8 kilograms of pressure on your screen will not scratch or damage. We even give you warranty, so if your screen does break, after you've treated, we will fix it for you for free. All right, so the product is also antimicrobial, dirt resistant, it's erosion inhibited, it's a green environment safely, it's non-toxic, and it's long-lasting for 1 to 25 years. And the beauty is it reduces cleaning cycles. Okay, applications, I'm going to jump, and these just some of our clients that we have. That's just a handful. We haven't really introduced the product into schools as yet, but that will be from next year, 2020, our focus, to take it to the governments, and especially besides the private schools. But I think, you know, we know the challenges in the education, the Department of Education financially, but with the products, in the end, they can save in the cleaning of the schools due to the fact that the product is antibacterial, antiviral, there will be less illnesses. And if the schools save money on keeping it clean, then they can rather spend the money on educational issues. Thank you very much.